used to be a master vendor too, remember? I'm used to going out at 3 in the morning and doing something stupid.
Let's go.
Night Owl is the guy in a suit. He's got gadgets. He's got his owl shape. Everyone try to remain calm. We're gonna get you out of there.
When Dan was Night Owl, he was complete.
Those were great times, huh, Rorschach? What happened?
You quit.
You feel like his career was cut short. He's been out of it for a few years. He's gotten soft.
Got what you have now. A normal life.
The crux of Dan is he is terrified to put the suit on, but he cannot live without being Night Owl.
It's only when he is confronted with this mystery that's unfolding he finds purpose.
Dan.
You look good, Adrian.
Adrian Veidt, or Ozymandias, he's sort of the best humanity has to offer.
We can save this world.
He's renowned as being the smartest man in the world.
Turning your superhero alter ego into $1 billion industry.
Huge ego, and you know, he's selling his image to make billions of dollars, but with his master plan.
The world deserves more than you've been able to provide.
He has this idea that the world needs to be fixed.
If we make resources infinite, we make war obsolete.
I think what we tried to do in the film is take the stereotypical superhero conventions and turn them on their ear, because that's what Watchmen's all about.
The thing that's amazing about Watchmen is that it was instantly viewed as a classic, a work of literature that was beyond its own genre.
It was the only graphic novel to be on Time Magazine's top 100 novels of the 20th century. So it has so much significance.
And I think that tried to write a graphic novel that said, who is a superhero?
Why'd we do it, Dan? Dress up like that.
No one else would.
Let's take conventional superheroes and just show them warts and all and what really happens day to day and how they struggle with their own views.
I just bad days.
Watchmen is about real people with real problems.
Did you know him?
We're taking this idea of being a superhero and making it cultural.
Everybody stay calm. We'll try to keep this brief.
Very nice. When you look at Watchmen as a whole, you're really dealing with these sort of stylized scenarios turned into mythology.
You know, if we lost here in Vietnam, I think it might have driven us crazy.
When you can take that graphic novel and walk down the street with your page open and go, oh my God, it's right there, down to the smallest detail.
It's a very seedy, very down, kind of realistic, but with our own kind of Watchmen overtone.
Well, it's its own version of New York and these places, and it's its own version of history. I mean, that's, you know, the appeal to it all. Introducing these characters into all these real life historical events, and each one of them was amazing.
But at the same time, there is this giant glass palace that's built on Mars, there's flying machines, there's an Arctic retreat built by a millionaire ex-superhero. It is like a Twilight Zone episode on steroids.
All of these things have dovetailed together to just really create this world of Watchmen.
It's like a figment of the imagination come to life, you know. He's stuck as closely as he can to what we put in the original comic book and played the strengths of that.
We're trying to push all the design to the very edge. We're trying to push the look as far as we can so that it's unusual and cool looking.
Every single shot's loaded with 20 things you can look for in a frame, you know, and really explode over.
Whether it's the landscape of New York City, or whether it's Rorschach's mask, or Dr. Manhattan just standing there breathing. Take a iconographic shape and make it into like a real object that like lives in the world, you know. And that's awesome fun.
Ready and action!
Ready.
The biggest component, of course, is Zach.
You get quickly wrapped up in his energy, his creativity.
He really delivered and has made a film better than I ever dreamed could be made.
He has a rare combination of being as visually audacious and conceptually audacious as the graphic novel was on its own terms.
I mean, in 300, it was picture for picture what Frank did.
I'm naturally interested in big thematic visions of reality.
President, they're testing us.
Begin fueling the bombers. Dr. Manhattan has 2 days.
In the movie, we just keep ticking closer to Armageddon.
There's gonna be nuclear war.
What if that's why someone wants us out of the way, so we can't do anything to stop it?
If the Russians do launch their nukes,
Can John really stop it?
1% to get through, still kill every living thing on Earth.
this wasn't some lone nut. It's an organization, well funded, well equipped.
Take us to DEFCON 1.
You have to stop this.
But why would I save a world I no longer have any stake in?
Do it for me.
Humanity's savage nature will inevitably lead to global annihilation.
As a fan, I can hardly wait.
It's out of this world. It's incredible.
I think what this movie has the capacity to do is question why we have created these archetypes for ourselves in modern times.
Leave me alone!
What have they achieved?
What happened to the American dream? You're looking at it.
These are all the questions that Watchmen asks, and I think that it's about time that a superhero movie did that.
The whole world will look up and shout, "Save us." And I'll whisper, "No."